Yo, yo, yo. The Arrow Podcast. And today we'll be going over the L we took to the Lions. Let's jump in.
Red and gold. Red and gold. Red and gold. Red and gold. Yeah, we running out of time. One five, catch me in the end zone.
Yo, 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 guys. It's the Arrow Podcast. I'm Michael Chaos here. And, we just took an L to the Lions. Yo, let's jump into it, man. Now that I got that off the way. No, I'm just messing. So look, fellas, there's a lot to talk about. One, I'm not worried. Don't forget about all the bad starts that the Patriots have had. Don't forget that we lost in week 3 against the Colts last year. There's a few things. Man, where do I even begin? I guess let's start with Kadarius Toney, guys. Okay. I'm not going to blame Kadarius Toney too much, man. It is what it is. That was bad. Thing is, fellas, he practiced probably 3 days? He practiced probably 3 days? He missed OTAs. He missed everything, bro. He missed training camp. He missed everything. And now, some can say, a focus thing. I never really seen someone do that in Kansas City. We'll have to see, obviously, how that goes. Last year he didn't have no issues, guys. We'll have to see. I'm obviously gonna give it another game to jump into that, to dive into that. Thing is sorry guys, let me adjust that a little bit. There we go. All right. So, thing is when someone hasn't practiced, someone hasn't, because it wasn't just his hands that was off. It was his hand-eye coordination was off. I mean, like his hands weren't even in the correct spot on a few of the drops. One of them, definitely the last one that was the most crucial, that would have probably won the game. So, I'm not too concerned about Kadarius Toney. Who I am concerned about is Sky Moore. Now, I didn't get to do this video, which I probably should have done. I guess I never really paid attention to it because I didn't believe that the Chiefs would have the kind of role with Sky Moore that I seen yesterday. You guys can say what you want. I don't care. I'm sorry, Sky Moore. I'm sorry, Chiefs. I love everybody, and I even love you, Sky Moore. But he's not that guy, bro. We let George Pickens go to the Steelers. Okay? Just like we let Jonathan Taylor go to the Colts. I don't care. I'm sorry. I have to say it. I never believed in Sky Moore. I don't know what everyone sees in Sky Moore. I don't think I ever will. I don't understand the hype of Sky Moore. I don't understand the role of Sky Moore. And, why was he dropping balls yesterday? Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, bro. I mean, he's okay at best. I don't care what anyone says, bro. Sky Moore is not that guy. In my eyes, I'm going to watch the Steelers, and I'm going to watch George Pickens. I think it's George, but Pickens, their receiver that we could have took Instead, we took Sky Moore. Okay, I'm going to watch this guy, and I'm gonna cry just like I cried when I watched Jonathan Taylor. Okay, remember we chose Clyde Edwards-Helaire over Jonathan Taylor. No disrespect to Clyde, no disrespect to anybody, but I'm sorry, guys. That's just, he's not it, bro. Sky Moore is not it. Period. Our tight ends, Noah Gray, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all knew he wasn't close to it. Don't know why Matt Bushman wasn't out there. Now I understand, everyone probably had a certain package. And one thing I noticed about Andy Reid is if he has a package, a game plan, he doesn't really go outside it. And I feel a lot of that is due to who we play next week, which is the Jaguars. Which, remember, guys, the Lions are in the NFC. So we're not going to dig too deep into the playbook when we got the Jaguars next week. So we don't want to show too much. So I think that's one of the reasons too. We're always known to do that. We kind of look past someone to play someone else. If that makes any sense, if you guys know how the Chiefs play, if you're a part of Chiefs Kingdom. Our tackles, for the most part, looked good. I mean, they look good to me, period. I mean, Patrick Mahomes had all day. Now, what really concerned me is in the beginning of the game, the first half, right? He had a lot of time to throw the ball every single play, yet he's running. He led the team in rushing yards, by the way, but we know how that is. I mean, I was hoping that would change, but I knew it wouldn't. So it is what it is. We're always going to be up and down when it comes to rushing. It's just what it is. But Patrick Mahomes had all day, period. No one was getting open. Once again, we had certain packages. So, I was crying because I didn't see Justin Ross more. Rashee Rice looked good. Justin Watson looks good. MVS looks really good. Why we weren't throwing MVS the ball more just is mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling. Yet we kept going back to Kadarius Toney. I'm not too worried about Kadarius Toney once again. I don't want to go too far into that, because I like Kadarius Toney. But I'm still a little beat up about that loss. I don't want to say nothing too much. But, I ain't never seen one of our receivers have that type of game. I'll just say that. But I will say that there is somewhat an excuse for that. Sky Moore, there's no excuse for that. I don't care what you say. I don't care even about the play that, oh boy, punched the ball out of his hand. I don't care, bro. There's other ways to catch the ball so it doesn't get punched out, given the situation. Now, he only would have gotten 5 yards, but still, it don't matter. Who knows? What if we didn't get that holding call or the false start that we got? You never know. But I will say this, our defense, without Chris Jones, without Charles Omenihu, people keep forgetting that, we don't have Charles Omenihu. We're not going to have him for a while, but he is probably our best defensive end. And that was kind of obvious given last night. It's pretty obvious that he will come into this as our best defensive end, period. Yeah. So with no Charles Omenihu, no Chris Jones, obviously no Travis Kelce, but the defense looked pretty solid. Don't forget, it would have been 14-20 if Kadarius Toney catches the ball. Right. So, but it wasn't his fault, dog. You guys got to look at the whole game. Yeah, he would have impacted and changed the game dramatically, but it wasn't his fault we lost that game, dog. Nobody was getting open. It wasn't Matt Nagy, so I don't want to hear that. Matt Nagy was drawing stuff up. I am actually amped, okay, about Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy was called. I can't remember one play that I was like, what was that? Which, we've seen in the past numerous of times. Everybody messed up, bro. There was a drive where Mahomes threw 2 balls that just weren't in the correct, to wide open guys that weren't in the right spot. That would have changed the game. So can't blame one guy, fellas. Okay, I know. I'm right there with you, man. But you can't blame one guy. It's a team game, period. Once again, tackles look nice. Defense looks nice. Pacheco looked nice. Don't understand why there wasn't more Pacheco. Guys, we kept putting Clyde in there. I don't know, guys. I don't know. McKinnon's drop. I mean, it wouldn't have. Well, who knows? It could have done. The defender was right there, Doc. He would have had to force a missed tackle. Who knows if that would have happened? Not a big deal. McKinnon doesn't do that. So, guys, I'm going to say this, and to all the Lion fans and all that, you got a lucky win. I don't care. There's no luck in the. Yeah, there is. You guys got lucky. Period. That was a lucky fluke win. Okay? The Lions don't look any more special than they did when they lost to the Panthers when they could have made the playoffs. They look like the same team to me. Okay? They got lucky. Period. It was a fluke game. We've seen it before. Guys, remember we lost to the Ravens. Clyde Edwards-Helaire dropped the ball when we could have ran the timeout. It seems to always happen to us, but it also always seems to be good luck. Just like how we lost to the Colts and won the Super Bowl. So, fellas, it's not the end of the world. It was a fluke. If we are the same exact Chiefs, usually we lose to a team that we look past, like the Lions, who aren't a threat to anybody. And then we beat the Jaguars, who are very important, who can get the number 1 seed over us if we end up with a tiebreaker. Very, well, I wouldn't say very, but more important game. Pretty important considering their AFC. So, it's not the end of the world. We'll be fine. Let's not forget that, there was once upon a time where we beat the Patriots 41-14 with Alex Smith, and then they won the Super Bowl week 1, guys. So, it happens. But Lions, if anybody that's a Lion fan, and if you hate the Chiefs, glad you're here. That was a fluke. Call it what you will, but we'll see where the Lions are, and we'll see where we are come December, fellas. Ha! Yeah. So, and Gardner Johnson is trash, bro. I'm sorry. Dude is flapping his gums because he got rocked in the Super Bowl, period. It looked lost the whole Super Bowl. So, go ahead, bro. Have your glory. You beat us week 1 in the regular season on an NFC team, but couldn't beat us, when it counted in the Super Bowl, when you got rocked, when you looked lost. Thank you. And that's all I have. Once again, this is the Arrow Podcast, and I am Michael Chaos. Like, subscribe. Help me help you. You guys know the spiel. I'm out.
We running out of time. 1-5, catch me in the end.